Sub versus dub, a tale as old as time. An argument that has been plaguing anime since the literal dawn of time. Okay, well maybe not that far back, but this shit has been ripping the community apart for decades, so it is my absolute honor to announce that I, a simple anime YouTuber, is the end-all be-all decision maker who's about to bequeath all of y'all with the truth. And that truth is, one isn't better than another. It all comes down to personal taste, and y'all need to chill the f out and stop judging each other. It is a scientific fact backed by endless slews of legitimate academic studies that some dubs are just better than their sub counterparts. Ghost Stories and Skate the Infinity dubs are just better.
Hey bitches and bros and non-binary hoes!
Ian Sinclair's dub performance as the narrator in Kaguya-sama is just better.
It's not like Love is War and whoever gives their heart first is somehow conquered.
Hey, you get it? This is the title and the point of the whole story!
And that is a hill that I'm willing to die on. So now that all of that is cleared up, here are my personal favorite dubs of LGBTQ anime. We're gonna organize this by genre since I have so much to talk about. I've decided to break this down into 3 videos since y'all know I love to yap. Almost too much for these videos, which is why I've made an extended director's cut, which is now live on my Patreon, so scan here or click in the description. In case you missed parts 1 and 2, they are linked in the description and pinned up here. If you liked today's video, make sure to subscribe since I've got a whole lot more in the works. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Our first category is my all-time favorite genre, chaos. Kill la Kill is one of those magical anime that can only really work as an anime. It is a batshit insane concept, so beautifully dumb that it would just fall apart as a live action. You've got a girl seeking revenge for her slain family, so in her search, she comes across a magical weapon that's also a school uniform, which also transforms into the skimpiest fight outfit for parodied fan service sake. And it's also somehow alive and talks back, and she also has a second weapon, which is a giant pair of scissors, and there's also a student council, which is the most powerful student council in anime that decides your school status, social status, socioeconomic status for your entire family, and can just straight up unalive you if they feel like it. It's just your standard anime plot, you know, nothing crazy. What I love about Kill la Kill is that it knows that it's ridiculous and it doesn't even try to take itself seriously. It leans into the parody, into the insanity, and by being stupid in the best sense of the word, it has free reign to just go for it. To make things even better, both the sub and the dub absolutely capture this insanity and bring a whole new level of batshit to this already unhinged show. My personal favorite is Mako, our neurodivergent best girl, whose favorite mode of communication is through motivational speeches so confusing that you can't help but be like, yes, exactly. Wait, what?
It's not crazy! I have delusions all the time! In fact, before you came to Honoji Academy, the only friends I had were the ones in my head. Satsuki just wanted some friends too. And now, she's got a whole bunch of naked friends. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade, eat butterscotch. Right where you go!
I guess? Whatever. If you think you can transform so easy, knock yourself out, you deceitful bitch!
I did it! If Ryuko hadn't stepped in and saved me yesterday, I'd be totally dead right now. So even though technically she lost the match, because of friendship, she totally won! Even more reason to get you to school! We need to find you some friends, quick!
But everyone wants to kill me!
Incoming!
I'm sorry, Deacon!
Did you think you'd escape me with a tear gas bomb?
You dumbass!
VTuber Legend might be the gayest and most unhinged anime I have ever scene. I'm honestly a little shook that they were able to release this at all, given some of the horny slap that these characters be spouting. In the first episode, you've got the main character getting white girl wasted, watching her favorite VTubers, screaming about how she's gonna get pregnant off of them, which is a conflict of interest since she also wants to be their mommy. She then takes it a step further and starts yelling about how she's gooning to them. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of these actions, except Homegirl is also a VTuber, and she was actually streaming this entire time, but she thought she had ended her stream, but she didn't. So now she must face in the harsh light of day what this means for her career and image as a VTuber. I'm honestly not sure if there's anyone in this cast who isn't gay as hell, and none of them are even remotely shy about it. It makes me so genuinely happy that we're finally at a stage in representation where sloppy gays have finally been given the stage at their best and truest unhinged selves. Now, I'm not well versed in the VTuber sphere, but from what I've heard from viewers and VTubers alike, this absolutely nails the culture. And they even got a real-life VTuber to play the main character, so the full thing is legitimately canon. I originally watched the sub, but I got to rewatch the dub for this video, and it is so goddamn amazing.
Come on, give it to me, cutie. All this sausage talk is making me feel so fertile.
I'll be your mommy if you crawl back up my Hey, why am I going so hard? I'm supposed to be your mom! Mommy's digital offspring shouldn't be making her goon! If you're ever attracted to somebody, you should be true to yourself and one out. Like, duh. I'm a chick and I way prefer folks who are honest and direct. I've looked up to you guys for like ever! Let's get married so we can have sex already! Be for real! My ultra fave streamers just showed up in my chat. They're like the reason I'm alive. Of course I'm gonna ask him for sex.
I need you all to take care of me. I need lovies, and I need milkies. Baby me. Now, please be my mommies and daddies.
Declaring yourself the mommy of a genmate, the g***ing battle cry. You served us well. I've started a self-improvement regimen so that someday you'll get to me.
To rank as highly as I do in the freak community, one must have an open mind to help their freaky brethren's fantasies come true!
Degenerate victory! Woo!
Our next category is comedy. Ouran High School Host Club has possibly one of the most iconic dubs of all time. I think we're all familiar with this iconic line.
Haruhi and I are the main characters, so that means we are love interests. Yeah, then what are we? You boys are the homosexual supporting cast.
Has its dub legacy been tainted by a certain voice actor's actions? I just don't have the mental energy to get into that, so let's just focus on what the dub gave us. If you live under a rock and somehow haven't seen this yet, Ouran High School Host Club is about Haruhi, whose school life at a prestigious elite school comes to a violent halt after she accidentally breaks a priceless vase at the host club school. And like every single BL uke, she now has a debt to pay, and the only way that she can is by using her body. But unlike all of those BL, using her body just means being a host for this club and thankfully doesn't involve anything sexual. Poor Haruhi just wants to be left alone, and now she's bombarded with a horde of extroverts and the king extrovert Tamaki, who is annoying as fuck and also in love with her. This is an anime classic in every sense of the word, and the LGBTQ elements are very much coded into the show. Haruhi isn't out about being either non-binary or somewhere under the gender non-conforming umbrella, but she is embraced by the community and has honestly become a beacon of representation. Her father is also a cross-dresser, so there's lots of discussion about whether they're a cross-dresser or trans or somewhere in between. Since this is the early 2000s though, there is unfortunately a lot of transphobia in this dub, which is a major red flag. If you can ignore that and the whole faux incest plotline between the twins, Ouran High School Host Club really is a must-watch for your dub journey.
Oh, did I strike a chord?
Obnoxious. I'm sorry.
Listen, Haruhi, I want you to stop hanging out with those shady twins from now on.
Who you calling shady? Yeah, take a good look at yourself, boss.
All right then, we can't go on hiding the fact that you're a girl from everyone in the school any longer. All Daddy wants is for you to go back to being the girl you used to be. That's enough, Haruhi. Now you listen to Daddy. Daddy wants you to go back to the way you
Don't
were.
go blowing up my photos without asking me first!
You're disgusting!
He's created a new technique. One-man slow motion.
I'm sorry. I hated having to leave you alone last night. You must have been lonely.
I'm in Love with the Villainess is one of the newer entries on this list, and honestly was a breath of fresh air in terms of representation. It's an isekai, which is usually a big red flag and an automatic nope from me, so the fact that it still held my attention says so much about the quality of this anime. Our main character, Rei, was your standard, overworked office employee, who after being beyond burned out and hitting her limit, she ends up dying and being isekai'd into her favorite dating sim. One of the reasons why she loved this game so much wasn't for the main character of the game, or the many love interests. It was because of the cruel villainess whose main role is to bully and sabotage the main character. So it's an absolutely horrific shock to that villainess when her tactics against her not only do not work, but they're making Rei actively fall deeper in love with her. What develops from here is a pretty beautiful character study of what it looks like to love someone but keep your distance since you know that they don't love you in that same way. Rei knows that she doesn't have a chance to be with Claire, but she just wants to be in her presence. Does she cross that line sometimes? Yes. Is she held accountable for that? Not always, so that in itself is kind of a problem. But between all of this, we also get some pretty powerful conversations about acceptance and coming out. Rei definitely does go overkill on Claire and occasionally makes her comfortable, but she also has to come to terms with that and work through that and apologize, which we don't really see a lot with deeply flawed characters. As a deeply flawed character, she also understands the limits and, for the most part, never goes so far that it would actually negatively affect Claire's quality of life. I personally love the dub so much, and I'm really happy that my first watch through was the dub, because this shit is just too good.
Am I correct in assuming that you're what they call gay?
I mean, I guess. If it means I like girls, then yeah. I've never been in love with a guy before. Hey, you don't look so good. What's the matter?
I'm sensing that I am in danger! That's what!
That's not fair. I understand you might be leery of Rei given how she often behaves. To react that way just because she's gay? It says more about your ignorance than it does her character.
I thought I had made that obvious.
I am 100% okay with that. In fact, you should keep the bullying coming. Please, I love it.
Rei! Oh my. How silly of me.
You've got your minions, but you're so independent you pick on your targets yourself. Way to totally subvert the bully stereotype. You are so brave. I mentioned I love you, because I do. Harder.
I beg your pardon, commoner.
I said if you're gonna step on me, then do it harder! Yeah! Come on, I can feel you hesitating. Show me some muscle. You've got no reason to hold back on me, so put your foot where your mouth is.
Our next category is horror. Devilman Crybaby is the single most fucked up anime I have ever seen. Let's just take a minute to think about all of the darkest, most brutal, and fucked up anime, and let me repeat myself. Devilman Crybaby is the single most fucked up anime I have ever seen. This is a reboot of the iconic 1970s series Devilman, with a modern upgraded retelling that magnifies the darkest components and dives deep into the social commentary that runs throughout. Akira and Ryo are childhood best friends, so when they reunite after years, they are faced with the single greatest threat that humanity has ever dealt with. Devils are real and have started to run rampant throughout the world. With this devastating discovery, shit starts going down. If you thought episode 1 was brutal, episode 10 makes that look like goddamn Sailor Moon. This is the single darkest anime I have ever watched, which shines a harsh light on the deepest flaws in humanity and how easy it is for us to prioritize self-preservation over protecting our community. But even through that, we still find people going out of their ways to be their best selves, even when faced with the worst scenarios humanly possible. There's also a lot of LGBTQ characters and themes throughout the anime, which beautifully explored a myriad of storylines. I have watched this a handful of times, and both the sub and dub really brought something unique and wonderful to the table.
Both the Black Mass and the Sabbath come with blood! Stop it, Rio! Don't do this! You can't!
This is for your own good. Why, God? Why?
I seriously hated you.
Yeah. I knew that.
But I loved you.
I knew that too.
I didn't figure it out until now.
I liked you before and I like you now too.
I'm sorry.
Hey, what are you doing?
I cannot keep it down. I must die while I'm still human.
The Summer Hikaru Died is my favorite anime of 2025. Full stop. What makes this anime such a goddamn masterpiece is that it finally cracked the code on a successful horror anime, which is a genre that anime has always struggled with. Between the plot, sound design and mixing, editing, and performances, this was able to maintain a continuous sense of dread and even had some really effective jump scares. We follow two best friends who live in rural Japan. When Hikaru disappears for a full week during the winter, everyone is surprised to find him alive. Now, months later, his best friend finally summons the courage to ask him the question that has been disturbing him for months. You're not Hikaru, are you? From here, the anime devolves into a horrifying series of events that start to rip their quiet village apart at the seams as the thin veil between the human and supernatural world starts to fall apart. I am so deeply in love with this anime, and I've already made a whole ass video essay breaking down my favorite aspects about it. Although it isn't categorized as a BL, the queer story woven throughout is palpable, and utilizing being a monster as an allegory for being othered for being LGBTQ was done so well. The dub just came out, and with the horror elements that slowly build up throughout, I cannot recommend highly enough taking a night sometime soon and binging this puppy in one go.
I have to move on from this. I have to move on from this. I have to move on from this. I have to move on from this! You are not the real Hikaru, are you? Impossible. How could you tell? I thought I was a perfect copy.
Seriously, what the hell is that? Hikaru, come on! Hikaru! Why is this happening? Who is that?
Even if he is a fake, I want him to stay.
Oh.
I'm already inside. I don't think you're supposed to be here, if that's truly what you want. I need to figure out what you really are.
And our final category is fantasy. Revolutionary Girl Utena is a fever dream wrapped in allegory, dipped in a heavy helping of what in the actual fuck. The way that it deals with very heavy topics including SA, grooming, and incest gets super intense, so major content warning for anyone who has triggers around those topics. The story follows Utena, who attends an elite school whose student council is hiding a dark secret that could change everything about how she views the world. She quickly gets pulled into a truly unhinged world of duels where the prize is none other than a whole-ass person named Anthe Himamiya. It's really hard to describe the plot of this very surrealist anime. It's really one of those things that you kind of need to just watch for yourself. What I can tell you is that you are in for a wild ride, especially with how the episodes are paced and organized. You will have the most disturbing and life-ruining plot, and then have a whole episode about how Nanami is actually a cow. Like, what? I've talked about the more brutal storylines surrounding abuse in my queer anime and consent video, which you can watch here. But to boil it down, Revolutionary Girl Utena is a truly spectacular anime in the way that it unmasks abusers and shows you the real red flags to look for, and how a lot of the time, these abusers are charismatic, upstanding citizens who only show their true colors after it's too late. The dub for this one is so much fun, and I love switching between the sub and the dub while I was binging this.
You and I have done some adult things together, right, Miss Utena?
Huh? We have?
Yes.
It's time to break out and rise from our coffins. We must free ourselves from the coffins end of the world has prepared.
It's you. I've been waiting for you, Miss Utena. From this day forward, I belong to you. I'm the Rose Bride. Power of Teos that sleeps within me.
Grant me the power to bring the world revolution! Anthe! Anthe! Huh? Shall we dance?
But I'm engaged to you, Miss Utena. I am the Rose Bride.
Now look! I don't accept this stuff about you being my bride! It's ridiculous to make a girl someone's bride. I can't be involved with an organization that deprives someone of their personal freedom. And you shouldn't want that either.
This ring will lead you to me one day. This was all well and good, but so impressed was she by him that the princess vowed to become a prince herself one day.
Land of the Lustrous is another one of those surrealist abstract anime, except this time that mostly comes down to how the art style is executed. Studio Orange absolutely knocked it out of the park and created an absolutely jaw-dropping CG blend that truly makes this series one of a kind. We follow a group of gem-based humanoids in a far distant future where humanity died off long ago and the world has evolved into different humanoid groups, which then broke off and evolved in very distinct ways. The ones on land are gem-based and constantly having to fight back against the humanoids from the moon, who are constantly launching attacks to capture them and utilize their bodies for resources. This is an anime which veers back and forth between comedic slice of life and a traumatizing action fight for your life type series. As the mysteries of this world start to unveil, the horrible truth of how this world actually operates starts to seep through. The biggest flaw of this anime is that it ends on a cliffhanger, and the second season is most likely never going to happen since it's been almost 9 years with no news. The LGBTQ elements are present in all of the characters since they all use they, them pronouns and appear to be either non-binary or somewhere under the gender non-conforming umbrella. I really enjoyed the dub that they did for this series, especially since they were able to use they, them pronouns, where in the Japanese dub, they use the neutral he pronoun for all of the characters.
Those arrows! That's gotta be from when they captured Heliodor! How could they be so cruel?
They come down in an attempt to harvest us as jewelry, while their hunters come down in countless numbers from the moon. Some work together as lookouts, and some fight. Each has unique skills to both fulfill their own goals and also help one another. Looking out for your elders, are you?
Now! Fall back! Huh?
It's far too early for that! You're damn fool! Damn fool!
I can't hold it much longer. Lexi? Bored!
Huh, so, guess it's Red Lexi now.
You knew about this?
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
Puella Magi Madoka Magica is a magical girl anime for people who desperately need therapy. Cause what do you mean you're gonna have adorable character design with an upbeat story and then it turned that dark? Like y'all had no right to go that dark. They don't even try to pull punches, and I can guarantee that this series will make you cry at some point. Madoka is introduced into the world of magical girls, and for a while, it seems like a good thing. She has amazing peers, and she's actively fighting against evil. But then, the rug is pulled out from under her, and she is given a brutal reality check of what this type of work actually entails, and the real and devastating danger she is actively putting herself in. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this one is gonna hurt. The queer elements really lean into a GL story where you have multiple relationships developing and the backlash that those relationships have on others. This definitely leans way into the doomed Yuri territory, so please be prepared and have something fluffy to watch after. I really enjoyed the dub, especially since it really captured the pure innocence of Madoka and her friends, and how the trauma she experiences reshapes who she is as a person and how she navigates the world.
Hang on a sec. What do you think you're doing? Playing tag? It's getting away! What are you, blind or something? That ain't no witch, it's a familiar. It ain't gonna have any grief seeds on it. What about the people it's gonna attack? Seriously? You're gonna let them get killed? Ever hear of something called the food chain? Didn't they teach you it in school? The witches go and eat weak humans, and then we hunt them down and eat the witches. It's the natural way of things. The weak gotta give up to the strong. It's true! I can't block out the pain! I don't feel any pain anymore!
Sorry, but this territory has been taken over by another magical girl. She made a contract with me a little while ago.
What the hell? That pisses me off.
What are you going to do, Kyoko?
Simple. I'll just put her dumb rookie ass out of commission. And you were right. You gotta focus on the one thing that means the most to you and protect it to the end. It's kind of funny. You know, this whole time, that's exactly what I thought I was doing.
For all the happiness you wish for someone else gets cursed with equal misery. That's how it works for magical girls. I was stupid. So stupid.
And finally, we have heaven official's blessing. This is for all of my TGCF fam out there, because out of all the fandoms I've interacted with on this channel, y'all are one of my favorites. The OG series is already amazing, but the dub makes everything 10 times gayer, which makes sense since Chinese censorship always makes them seriously tone down everything. But the dub says, "F it, we are going for it." And good God, do they go for it. This story follows fallen god Qielian, who finally ascends to the heavens and is determined that this third time will stick, damn it. In order to secure his status as a god, he is given a number of tasks back down on Earth, and they do not go as planned. He soon encounters the Ghost King, Hua Cheng, who absolutely turns his world upside down, and shit absolutely goes haywire from there. Throughout the 2 seasons, they traverse a number of experiences that make them rethink their stances on heaven, hell, and each other. As stated before, all of the heavy censorship made it so that they can't really be super out in the open about it. But there is no hetero explanation for how they interact with each other. The dub also really helps them explore this relationship and be a lot more open about it. Although I deeply adore the original Chinese dub, I really appreciate how much freedom the dub allows them to have. Plus, they were just so goddamn sassy and unserious that it breathes new life into an already absolutely incredible series.
By the way, one question. Did you send them here to help me or to behead me? Because they don't look happy at all. Wing-Wing, hello? Do you two know who I am?
A true beacon of virtue, a beloved ruler.
Did he just roll his eyes at me?
He's useless. You should kick him out.
No. Relax. Gently.
Like this.
Yes, that's perfect. Shall we look? Yes, thank you.
I'm afraid it's gotten a bit hard.
So, I don't mind. Don't be nervous. Surely a few days apart hasn't made me a stranger to you.
I could say the same. Or am I simply your honored guest?
I wish that were true. Then I'd know why you're here. But regardless of the reason, you're here. That's enough.
So to wrap things up, this concludes my series of my all-time favorite LGBTQ anime dubs. Since I'm planning on watching another 100 plus anime between my future ranking BL and GL series next year, I am almost positive that we will have another one of these series in the future. So let me know if there are any anime that I missed out this time around. Due to YouTube copyright, I did have to edit the out of these clips, so if you'd like to see the full extended cut, it is now available on my Patreon, which you can scan for here or click in the description. Shout out to all of my Patreon producers, including Karen Miriam Goldberg, Jeff Friend, Horsey Bread, and a special shout out to Legion Zero. I do have a couple of personal announcements before we go. The first one is that I am officially a big kid musician since I have released my debut album, WISEMIND. Y'all are already well acquainted with my music as it makes up all of my video outros. So if you're a fan of electronic dance music or want to just support me in my music career, you can now stream it on all platforms. My second announcement is that I am finally making my childhood dream come true, and I'm going back to Japan in January for 4 months. I'll be taking all of y'all along with me since I'm starting a second vlogging channel that I'll be launching soon. I'm even gonna make a few specific anime related videos for this channel too. One of the main reasons I'm going on this trip is to start to establish myself there and build connections in Japan so I can eventually start doing more within the industry. This is a massive trip, so if you'd like to help support me, I have set up a GoFundMe, which you can scan for here or click in the description. Thank y'all so much for sticking around, and I'll see all of y'all on the next one.
Feels like I've drowned.